In a world where little men in spandex onesies embarrass themselves for the enjoyment of others, one potato-shaped man wants to change it all. Not really, though. He sort of just wants to fall over like all of the rest of them.
Ladies, gentlemen, and humans of all ages, if you've been wondering what you should do with all of your free time, has there ever just been so little going on that you've thought, hey, maybe I should go throw myself at a wall? Well, now you can do it virtually for all the fun of flinging yourself at solid objects with none of the consequences.
I'm the juggernaut, bitch!
So today, my party people, I present to you the potential future of party games, Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. But what exactly is this game, you ask? Well, that might take a couple moments to explain properly. Have you ever watched those game shows that exist specifically for the point of making fun of their contestants by putting them in silly and compromising positions? Things like Takeshi's Castle or Total Wipeout, any of those types of deals. Well, if you have, you're already in the right realm of thinking. This is a game designed around massive lobbies of players, shaped like little beans with legs, running through increasingly difficult tasks to try and be crowned the victor at the end.
I'm a Wario. I'm gonna win.
Sort of like a battle royale meets WarioWare. The game is currently aiming to have 60 players in a lobby, recently changed from their initial plan of 100, and put the lobby through a multi-stage game, where each stage is an individual round, its own level with a specific theme, and each round is designed to knock out a certain number of players from the list, until you are down to the last round having maybe 10 or so people fighting it out for the crown at the end of the gauntlet. 60 players, one winner, is mostly where the battle royale comparisons come from, at least, and I actually really love that way of looking at it because it would mean that this game occupies its own little corner of the battle royale market, literally by itself in the platforming game show battle royale category, which is actually how this game is represented in universe, as in its own lore. The actual society and people trained from birth to be shaped like a Vogon.
Resistance is useless.
Which the developers have said was a very intentional design to show how ill-fitting these characters are to this situation. Their legs are stubby, their arms are far too long, and their bodies are round and bouncy, and the results of this are just absolute hilarity of the highest order, built to make the falls as funny as possible, while still looking bouncy enough to explain how you always get back up immediately. A physics-based platformer at its heart, with collision happening between players, this game looks like the type of thing I could really sink a few hours into. Like, I don't see a single part of gameplay that would frustrate me, as even fucking up leads to hilarious things happening. And how can you not enjoy it when your silly little man falls over in silly little ways? Especially when you can customize them to a significant degree. As the game isn't quite even in beta yet, we of course don't know all of the options, but we've seen a few of their concept ideas, and we get a few more basic ones in the trailers to show off what they are aiming for, and honestly, that side of it makes me excited too. I don't know how to phrase it specifically, but this game just looks incredibly cute and funny and just chill, you know?
Shut up and take my money.
So as far as the rounds themselves, each one lasts a short number of minutes and has a specific theme, and sometimes even its own little game mode, sort of like a WarioWare style deal, where one moment you could be piling yourself at a randomized door, hoping to fling straight through it. The next moment you could be playing some strange sadistic version of tag, where you take flags off of other players, and only the players who have flags at the end of the round will make it through. All the way to a pinball machine style level you have to race through with physics-controlled walls and boulders being shot out of cannons. It just looks insane, honestly. And of course, this is all planned out, with the earlier rounds of a lobby being more RNG-based and chaos abound, and the later rounds being a touch more skill-based. And this is really interesting me, specifically the variety in the different levels or stages, as in theory, this could sort of grow infinitely, you know? Like, there's no limit to the creativity around a game concept that is silly physics-based platformer. In the world where each level can be significantly different from the last, I'm just saying, in a world where the developers update this game regularly, it could feel fresh forever. Like, even apart from those specific levels, there are glimpses of things that are totally different in the initial reveal trailer, from riding giant skateboards as a group with limited space to traversing a more classic platforming puzzle. It just looks like there is a ton of variety, and more than that, a ton of potential for growth in the future. And for those of you out there worried that this is a multiplayer only game, there is actually AI in the game that looks looks to function quite competently. You know, assuming that I have any idea what competency looks like in Fall Guys.
I'm sure they're highly competent.
And finally, the game is slated to release at some point in 2020, though the specific date is yet to be announced. In short, Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout is a silly physics-based platformer battle royale party game full of mini-games, customization, and cute, silly scenarios. If you like watching funny people fall over in funny ways, or in fact causing funny people to fall over in funny ways, this might just be the game for you. Alright everyone, I've been Gone Dinosaur, and this has been Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. Do you think this game will be fun? Do you, like me, hope that this game develops a very strong esports scene? Like if you liked the video, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more, and most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, stay sweet. This is the brand new outro to tell you all the things that you do that we love, so let's start with something simple and say, oh, we love your eyes. When they're watching us play video games, when we make a bunch of jokes that are kinda lame, or when they gaze upon our failures as we try to kill the monsters or important news about the Kingdom Animalia. Rage, Continent, Hollow, we're all here, talking about the things you want to hear, so if you want to be the first to hear, like and subscribe and the bell and we'll cheer. Some of you are patrons even though we are all the noobs and you're the pros, there's nothing we can do to thank you. No, really, there's nothing we could possibly do. Goodbye.